Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Please join me in praying to the God of dislikes by singing along with me, gesturing at your screen, and leaving a dislike on this video. Let's do it again. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Well, happy Mother's Day. A few notable things that I want to pray for today to the God of dislikes. So my second build of Lego finally got up for voting. Now I got I think 12 likes so far. I'm gonna post the link after I'm done with this stream. I built the capsule hotel in Japan, about 1,000 pieces of Legos, and it's up for review right now. Please go on there and show your support by disliking it. Well, you can't dislike, but pretend you're disliking it and hit the like button. I need 10,000 supporters, obviously. And uh, okay, I'm working on another capsule hotel. This one in Canada. In 1967, they had an exhibition and they did a what they call Habitat 67. I'm going to build a Lego model of that as well. That one is huge, by the way. It's got, I think, some 400 units, and I hope to do a two-scale model of it. And I'm still working on the final touches of Taipei 101. Obviously, there I got some suggestions back from Lego, and my other art projects. Hopefully, the tariffs will end soon, and I'll get back to my bismuth art, and also the Mondrian squares as well. And I'm going to be traveling to Taiwan in the near future. I have a, I'm having a difficult time coordinating everything together right now because there's a conference that I want to attend in Taiwan, and then some people I want to see there, and some other stuff, right? And my grandmother, on my mother's side, she's 95 years old. I hope to spend some time with her as well. But and then my brother's also traveling there that same month. So getting all of that together has been kind of tricky. And then there's some other events in Taiwan that I want to go to as well. So pray that I have a decent trip there. Now, I'm a little bit torn about the trip to Taiwan because part of the reason I want to travel is because I have such a hard time with the heat wave here in Phoenix. I want to get out of the heat, but Taiwan is pretty hot too. But at least Taiwan, people are more connected to one another. If I go to Taiwan and it's 100 degrees there and I get a really bad case of COVID, I don't think I would feel so alone over there. Just differences in culture, right? Uh, but also pray that I meet the right one. I suspect this Eve Curry, right? I call her Eve Curry because she's half Polish, half French, and loves literature, and in pretty good health, right? She could live to be as old as Eve Curry as well, right? And here's why I want to meet the right one. Last summer when I had COVID, had there been somebody to take us so that we could take care of each other, that could have played very differently. After all, I have met people who had COVID and they have a life partner and to take care of you, even if both of them got COVID at the same time. Usually that goes better than when I had COVID last summer, right? So I want you to pray that I meet the right one so that the two of us can take care of each other. I'm still offering that reward for anybody who will invite me to a house party. So I got the reward of a 1 kilogram silver bar. Here's how I came up with the idea of the reward, by the way, because so many people are calling me crazy. I thought I would explain a little bit. Last summer, just after the heat wave, I was doing pretty good financially, but unfortunately, I realized how little it mattered when things came to a head like that, right? Getting COVID-19 during a heat wave and being so sick that I could scarcely drive a car safely, nobody to take me to work. And I quickly realized that all that silver wasn't doing me any good. And so I did some Googling online to see, I wanted to know roughly how many different people one has to date before they find the right one. And Google came back with the answer. It was about 30. And then I thought to myself, my own dating experience, and I thought to myself, gee, most times when I get to go on a first date, I usually get a second date out of it, right? And usually quite further than that. And so I thought to myself, okay, last summer when I was all alone, how much money would I be willing to spend to change that? And so I thought of a number, and and then I divided that number by 30 because you need to go on 30 dates to meet the right one. And so I came up with about 3 to 4 thousand dollars. And I thought, okay, well, let's offer a reward. And I started it at a 1 kilogram silver bar, which at the time was worth $900 so that I could increase it if need be, right? And so now, does every time I give a reward, do I get any good data? No, but it's just like every time you buy a lottery ticket, you don't win every time, right? As long as the expected value is more than the price of the ticket, it's worth it, right? Even if you count cards in blackjack, you're not going to win every hand, right? The idea is that if you bet $10 in blackjack and you're counting cards, you might expect on average to get like $10.50 back, right? That's or even less than that probably, right? And you're going to have winning and losing hands, right? That's the idea anyway. Um, so it's gone pretty well. Even when I get nothing out of that first date, I'm still happy to do it. But more generally, I need to make other connections too aside from dating. So that's why I'm offering the reward and pray that that goes right. What else do we need to pray for now? Pray for. Uh, I treat every connection like it's a potential to get something out of it. I've made it a rule of thumb. If I'm within 6 feet of somebody, whether it be at a grocery store or at the school campus or out on the street or on a bus, or sometimes I take Uber rides, and you might share a car with some people. I make it a rule to always have a conversation with them, even if it's just to introduce myself. Like, for example, when I took the Uber to the airport to talk about what my trip is, I always choose sharing the ride with somebody else because it's less expensive. I'm usually not in a hurry, and there's always the potential that the person sitting next to me is my life partner, right? So I make it a rule every time I'm within a few feet from somebody, I'll have some conversation with them. I call it the 8 billion person speed dating event. Um, and it has not turned badly, actually. I've I had several dates that started that way. I've made a lot of connections that way. To give you an idea of what I now do, yesterday, somebody accidentally dialed the wrong number and called me. And I took the opportunity to compliment her beautiful voice. And we had a couple more text messages after. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. But again, it's one of those things, you can't win if you don't play it, right? And so pray that I meet the right person that way. Pray that the Lego ideas go well. Because part of the reason I'm having a difficult time with taking the trip to Taiwan or any other life event is that I don't have a passive income, right? All of these things cost me a lot of opportunity costs to do. And so I need to get my name out there. All right. Please. I'm so glad we have the full moon. Now, full moons are usually good luck to me in terms of networking with people. I've gone on a lot of dates when we had full moons. A special case of that is when we have a lunar eclipse. And the last time we had a lunar eclipse, I viewed it with a girl that I had met at a speed dating event. So that was good too. All right, please pray for me by singing along with me, gesturing at your screen, and leaving a dislike on this video. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.